Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about VXLAN, which is actually overlay over IP underlay. So as per definition, VXLAN, which actually stands for virtual extensible LAN, this VXLAN allows us to build a large layer 2 network on top of layer 3 infrastructure. That is important. So we will have a layer 3 infrastructure here in this slide. This is actually layer 3 infrastructure, and on top of that layer 3 infrastructure we can have traffic which can flow using layer 2 network, like layer 2 frames. Now as per definition, underlay network is a physical network which can have like a complete infrastructure, and they can carry encapsulated IP packets. So that's important. IP packets are carried by this underlay network. And let's say what happens, to illustrate the idea, what happens, how this is made possible. So for example, here we have one computer, or let's say virtual machine or any machine, which wants to send some information to another machine on the same subnet or maybe same VLAN, let's say. And if you remember, if computers on the same VLAN or on the same subnet, if they want to communicate with each other, then they use layer 2 frames, Ethernet frames for communications. So what happens now, let's see how this underlay is helping us to send this information or send the layer 2 frame from this machine, that is host A, to this machine host B. Now for understanding purpose, let's say these machines are maybe in different countries, in different cities, and they will not have like one segment to transfer this layer 2 frame from one machine to another machine. So yeah, so let's take the idea. Let's say this host machine A has some information to send. It generates a frame, so Ethernet frame. You can see here we have payload part and we have Ethernet header on top of that, and then this Ethernet frame will be handed over to this VTAP. So VTAP is a device, is a physical device that can be a physical based device, or that can also be a software based VTAP as well. But yes, that frame generated by this VM is handed over to this VTAP, and VTAP stands for VXLAN tunnel endpoint. And now this is the job of VTAP. This is important, that VTAP will receive that frame and will put this frame, this one here, this one, into an, let's say, envelope, and then it will put a stamp on top of that, which we call encapsulation. So VTAP will actually perform encapsulation. It wraps the original Ethernet frame with outer Ethernet. You can see we have outer Ethernet, we have outer IP addresses, and this actually encapsulate this frame in a UDP. Using port 4789 as per standard, and then we also have VXLAN header as well. So this is something additional which will be used for encapsulating this frame so that it can be sent to this machine, which is maybe somewhere else, which is not directly connected with this virtual machine. Now this is how the final encapsulation will look like. And again, you can see we have original layer 2 frame, which is this one, and then we have VXLAN header, and on top of that we have outer IP header and outer MAC address. Now the traffic, yeah, so after encapsulation, this VTAP will hand over this resultant encapsulated packet to this IP infrastructure, which we call as an underlay network. Now, like if I try to draw it here, whatever we had, this will be somewhere here, and then there will be an outer IP header. I mean, in IP header we will have the source IP address, destination IP address. So for example, source IP address will be the IP address of VTAP here. Let me draw it. Yeah, this will be source IP address, and this will be the destination IP address, like here. So using that source like outer IP header, this packet can be sent from VTAP 1 to VTAP 2, where we have this destination, and they can be anywhere. So this encapsulated packet will be handed over, will be transmitted using this whole underlay infrastructure, physical infrastructure, and this will be received by VTAP 2, which is at the destination. So what VTAP will do, VTAP 2 will actually be decapsulating it. It will remove the outer VXLAN header. It will remove UDP, IP, and other frames. Then whatever is left, that will be, so for example here, this VTAP received this all header, it will be removing those all headers, and now it will have the original Ethernet frames, and that each original Ethernet frame will be sent to this virtual machine. So like here, whatever was generated by this virtual machine here, the source end, that is delivered to the destination node, and whatever was done by these VTAPs, that has been removed by the correspondent VTAP at the destination. So this is the concept, that how layer 2 frames are being encapsulated in a packet and they are sent to the destination, and how this VTAP is actually helping us in encapsulation of those frames and decapsulation of those frames at the destination. So this is actually core idea of VXLAN, what VXLAN is doing. And now with this VXLAN actually provides an overlay network. That's a logical network. Let's say if we forget about that, whatever is being done by this underlay network, our purpose is that we get an illusion, an idea, a kind of virtual channel or logical channel which actually exists between this VTAP and this VTAP. So this provides us a logical network. We call it as an overlay network. So from this VTAP to this VTAP, we have the logical network, and now this logical network, which is actually built on the top of this underlay network, can carry traffic for multiple VNIs. Yeah. So let me remove this. So the overlay network can carry traffic from multiple virtual lanes, let's say multiple layer 2 segments, and every layer 2 segment will be represented by a VNI, and that VNI stands for VXLAN network identifier. So we can have multiple VNIs, we can have multiple here traffic being sent using different VNIs. Virtual network VXLAN network identifier, so that is here, you can see here, and that actually specifies identifies specific layer 2 network. It means multiple layer 2 network can exist on this overlay network. This is the same concept like we have in the VLAN. So VLAN actually there can be multiple VLANs and they can share this common logical link here. This allows multiple or separate networks to be transmitted over the same IP infrastructure. So there can be different VNIs, as I drew before, VNI 1, VNI 2, VNI 3. All of them, they will be using the same underlay infrastructure, but these traffic will be coming from different VNI. This VTAP, which can be a physical device or this can be a software device, but this VTAP will have two types of interfaces. One interface will be the physical interface, physical IP interface. It will be configured like this. We have VTAP IP address here, VTAP IP address, the destination as well, and they can also have the VNI interfaces. So we can have multiple VNI, virtual networks. Every virtual network will have its own identification. So we can have multiple interfaces or multiple VNI interfaces as well. So these two types of interfaces will exist on VTAP. And if we look at the frame, it will give us information that what we have in this VXLAN header. So this was the additional information which is added by VXLAN. And let's see what we have. Very important thing, the most important thing is that VNI. So that's virtual network identifier, and it has 24 bits in it. It means we can, or this VTAP can actually handle traffic from 2 raised to power 24 different VLANs. Yeah, like VNIs, virtual network identifiers. Yeah, so we can have these many, and the other things that these are some flag bits and these are some reserve bits, and in these reserve bits, actually in SDX, they are, some of the bits are being used for security group tags to carry security information or identification, and we can have multiple VNIs. Let's say one of the VNI is for student network and second VNI is for, let's say, staff network. We can have many, and this actually 0 to 16 million VNIs can be supported. Then flag bits is usually the indicates that this is a valid VNI. And I think that's it. Thank you very much. This was some introduction to VXLAN. Hope to see you in some other video. Thank you.